confuse people, right? Um, but yeah, like I find like this like for if you want to learn the game solo, doing Merchant Alliance stuff while moving around with your ship, it's perfect. But with the Gold Orders and the Order of Souls, I find it's more like a 2 people, 3 people job.
No, no, it's not. No, I beg the differ
Go ahead,
because
present your case.
it's easy to kill, right? It's easy. You can easily hide your ship. Most of the islands that you will go to are big, so you can easily hide your ship. Go kill the monster, and then you get your loot and run away. It's so easy. I would say Merchant Alliance is not. It's not that friendly because those small conditions, you can't jump into water. You cannot jump when you have like rum bottles in your hand. Like it's these extra steps of hindrances will make the game more fun. Not disagreeing with that, but will not make it easier.
In
No,
all
it's not about it
fairness,
being
if you
easy. It's about
actually
it
like
being
like if,
illegal.
yeah, like in all fairness, if you actually attempt it, it will take you a maximum of 15 minutes before you get used to it and becomes second nature. Like it sounds like a lot of conditions that you always have to be conscious about, but after a while, just if it's bottles, don't jump. It becomes very, very.
No, actually, another part of it is tempo management, which I find is missing in Order of Souls, like and the Gold Hoarders. There's a lot of free roaming. You can do a bunch of quests. Once you're ready, you go back and you sell. But as you're playing the Merchant Alliance, suddenly like there's some tactical decisions you have to do. Which is okay. We have to compile these. We send them over here. We send them over there. There's some sort of tempo
Yeah,
management.
like that is a very popular Sea of Thieves YouTuber. Like his thing is giving tips to people. So how do you practice the shooting? Like you shoot yourself onto the opponent's ship. He gives many tips. And one of the videos he did was about Athena's Fortune, which basically have quests that are similar to all the other companies. And basically he said, essentially the point of the video is what can you learn from each company? And the Merchant Alliance will teach you, like you said, tempo management and doing the best route. So you see, when we first began in Sea of Thieves, when I sit like hours at the fucking map trying to chart the best exact. That's basically what the Merchant Alliance teaches you. The Gold Hoarders would teach you how to navigate an island. Let's say we're going to Plunder Valley. You can know where the X is. You can know the landmarks and all of that. So it teaches you that. And the Order of Souls would teach you the dueling and all of that. There's a reason when I attempted a fort for the first time, it was very easy. It's because I'm used to being overwhelmed in duels
with like skeletons and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and the Kraken teaches you to cuss at the game.
I've never had like a Kraken run that I didn't enjoy very, very, very much.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I want to fight a Kraken again. Like I'm sad that there isn't like a Kraken symbol in the cloud, so I can just go and like fight.
I don't. They're annoying. Kraken is just annoying. He stops.
Exactly. It's fun.
He pulls him from the ship.
and just like true to the lore of the game, Flameheart teaches you how small and insignificant you are.
Dude, I have to kill Flameheart. I need that on my resume, just to say. The achievement there should be an achievement title called Flameheart Shutter, or shut up Flameheart, or just something just shutting Flameheart up. I wish that was an in-game feature. If you smack Flameheart 10 times, he doesn't talk to you anymore. He's like, leave that bitch alone, And then if he sees you, he's like, oh shit, you again. Might as well, right?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna attempt to kill Flameheart 10 times. You can join in. I definitely won't do it on a sloop.
It's either has to be a brigantine or a galleon. Like, I like galleon is always like the best ever as far as I'm concerned when it comes to like doing ship duels. I just love I love the fact that 4 cannons can be shot at one ship. Do you remember when we killed that ship in like 3 seconds? That ghost ship, that galleon, showed up and we just sank 30 cannons into it.
The skeleton galleon versus our galleon died as quickly as a skeleton sloop would die to our sloop. So
I know, but it still feels amazing, is what I'm saying. But if I'm gonna
get all the feelies you want, get all the feelies, get your fill, and then go to a sloop.
No, fuck that. To me, the best ship is a brigantine. For me.
Also, surprisingly, there are 5 people watching, even though this is the pre to the show. You might want to tell them what this is before.
No, they know. Like, they'll assume we greet it, right? And we're just now talking about whatever, and they'll show up and pretend like they know what we're talking about. It happens every time. Trust me. No need for green screen now. Nvidia has a green auto screen effect.
That's Aziz, right?
Yes, that is Darkrai indeed.
So basically, they're gonna release a new program, right? With the new technology, you will be able to have the effect of green screen without a green screen. So you can blur, you can fill yourself, put yourself.
How do they manage that?
Hawaiian. Actually, it's not it's well, I don't know exactly, but if you had an experience with Microsoft Team, they do that. Not as good as what Nvidia is doing, obviously, but it's possible. So they just got the small details fixed, and now you have an amazing program.
In all fairness, I've been looking into buying a webcam, and I stumbled upon the Logitech feature of a green screen without a green screen. And looking at how bad it is, I'm not going to say Nvidia is bad. I'm just going to say I'm extremely skeptical now.
About webcams or about...
About auto green screens.
Well, you need to make sure that lighting is a thing. Don't neglect lighting.
Because the Logitech auto feature really struggles with hair. It starts glitching at the hair.
Oh, that sounds perfect for me. Right? Green screen this is not a problem for me. We're good. Don't worry about it. Hassan says, did you guys hear about the pre-order fiasco with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X?
The PS5 is a fiasco, Hassan.
Data miners.
What are you talking about? The controller is everything right now.
The controller?
Yes.
Did we solve this last gen?
No, it's like...
I'm sorry, it's not a Wii controller.
These boners of the PlayStation fans, I have seen them before. I have seen them on the PlayStation 3. I have seen them on the PlayStation 4. I'm not new to this, so I can't take this bonership seriously, especially the Sony fans.
Well, boner because I said I like the controller?
Not
Seriously?
you, not you. The hype, the general hype of the public around anything regarding Sony.
Well, if the hype was about the Sony and the Xbox being the best two things, and why do you need a PC anymore? You can buy one for a quarter of the price. So I agree with you. That's very dumb. I mean, there's more into PC than fucking.
Dude, guys. To me, the biggest
Hamod
dumpster truck. Where?
In the.
Oh, right. I didn't see him. I was doing.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
Look who's back to the land of the living.
It's been a long time. Yes, I'm actually using my phone for the webcam.
You are.
We had to talk about this.
That's actually a very, very it's very good quality. I couldn't tell. Yeah, I couldn't tell.
No, because actually yesterday I was talking to Fancy about I want to get a webcam, and I did talk about the option of what if I use my phone, because I looked at it on YouTube.
And then I literally looked up 5 minutes, just did it.
Well, it's not only about 5 minutes. Your PC has a plug for USB-C, right?
You can use your phone.
Yeah,
As you can use your internet. You can use your internet, yeah.
Internet.
I'm using my internet right now. for the.
Wait,
Any-
you're not attaching it to anything?
No, it's attached to charge, but not to the PC.
What,
just-
what are you mounting it on?
On my computer itself. Let me show you guys. Yeah. Okay.
Engineer.
If it works, it works.
It
If
works,
doesn't,
yeah.
add duct tape. Add duct
Are
tape.
you using
That's it.
the front camera or the one on the back?
Front. Front's pretty cool. Yeah.
No, front is not. If it was the back camera, I think
Maybe it would have been better, yeah, but-
No, I mean, if this is the quality with the front camera.
the back.
Yes, well, of course, it's
Yeah.
not a permanent solution. You want to use your phone. But
If
it's
you
good
have,
for,
if
like,
you use
forget
your
webcam.
new
Yeah.
phone, Arasan, your new phone, the Note 10 should give you like at least 1080p because I think
Yeah.
it gives you 4K.
Maybe
easily.
even more, actually. Maybe even
I
more.
don't know how many cameras these are, but I think that's built for fucking warfare.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a cursed universe where I have more beard than Trillion.
how the turns have tabled, huh?
Yep.
How the table has to, my God.
How the tables have turned. Anyways,
It's a
Gary,
stroke.
I've just heard about Xbox and PC. I really want to hear about that.
Yeah.
Continue
okay.
what you guys
So-
were saying. Yeah.
So, okay, we were- like everybody, like Arasan was shitting on.
Mahmoud is
Sony.
saying, "What, you never took Instagram selfies, dude?" I know it may not look like it, but I still happen to have a little bit of dignity. Otherwise, even I wouldn't. And you know, it's just one very far line with the Instagram logo there. You know.
You know,
Who needs dignity when you're bored?
Okay, focus. Back on topic. Sony.
Yeah, Sony.
Sony got the biggest slap on the face, I think, yesterday or or 2 days ago, which is Microsoft just sat there and they did this, right? And then they threw $7.5 billion and acquired Bethesda.
Oh yeah.
That is a
Yeah.
ballsy move.
And keep one thing in mind. Keep one thing in mind. That's for you, Fancy, and for you, Hamod. Okay?
Yeah.
Microsoft also has Obsidian, and now both of them
I know,
are sister
I know.
companies.
It's actually good. It's actually good because they're buying the shitty companies and like making the space empty for other companies to thrive, you know. So like right now we don't have to worry about the next Fallout game.
As ironically as it, yeah.
And not only that, you know, unlike popular opinion or you know, uneducated opinion, Microsoft Studios, which are basically the publisher sect of the Microsoft company, are some of the most solid publishers in the industry.
And ironically, yeah.
You know, Obsidian. Dude, you go to Steam. Every game I like, indie games, Daedalic Entertainment. Who's the publisher? Microsoft.
Sea of Thieves.
The games they publish are top notch.
Based on the developers, they actually give them freedom. Like sure,
they took Minecraft. Did they ruin it? I don't think so.
Aside from the microtransactions, we have much more frequent updates for Minecraft. Basically, what I see as Microsoft as like a responsible parent, like it lets you do whatever the hell you want, but kicks you once in a while to let you actually do your own stuff.
Ooh, shit! They didn't buy Bethesda. They bought.
Bought Zenimax. Yeah, that's what I want.
They bought the entire fucking thing.
The entire fucking company, yeah, which involves Doom.
They bought Zenimax. Holy shit!
Okay,
which involves
here's one thing, guys. Let me present one thing. One like philosophical conundrum. Okay, now that Bethesda is free from ZeniMax's tyranny, will the company thrive because now they can actually focus on making good content, or will they decline because it will turn out that they're just lazy fucks who use ZeniMax as an excuse? What do you guys think?
What?
To be honest, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
I didn't hear you. I was reading Mahmoud dissing my hair.
In our household, we have to.
No,
Yeah.
it's cute. It's cute.
No, a receding hairline is built in, like so. So we have to attack. Like, anyways,
You're supposed
as
to
I
side with your brother, you fucking idiot.
no, I can't side with my brother. He doesn't. Look at it. He doesn't even have a picture. I'm not even sure if it's him. Anybody can he could have gave it to his friend. How would I know? Maybe he doesn't. He never existed. I don't know at this point.
You could actually tell it's him, judging from the typing technique. No capitals.
All right, Mahmoud, if that's even your real name.
No. Here's the thing. Will Bethesda turn out good because they're not pressured by Zenimax anymore, or will they turn out bad because it turns out they're lazy fucks who use Zenimax as an excuse? Which is which?
I just need to see their first game. I just need to see the first game.
Even if
judge
it
from that.
was the latter, and it turns out they're lazy fucks, Microsoft wouldn't let them be lazy fucks. For you and Mahmoud, they'll fucking beat the conscientiousness into them.
They'll give them a spank.
They'll install it like a mod on them. Force install.
Will New Vegas 2? That's something I saw online and made me laugh. Will New Vegas 2, when it comes out, because you know it will, right, have solely the Obsidian logo and not Bethesda's?
They could get the IP and give it to Obsidian, but
Dude,
I think that's too much.
In all fairness,
Yes?
Obsidian were the people who ruined what it's called, Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online is not Elder Scrolls, and when you look at it and you're like, this is not Elder Scrolls, yeah, because Obsidian.
Obsidian was never about online games or MMOs, to be honest.
Yeah, I think Elder Scrolls Online was bound to fail by the fact that it was Elder Scrolls Online.
I think they would have just been better off.
Take a purely single player experience and transform it radically into an MMORPG with all what that entails. If they had built it from the ground up, maybe it would have been different. But they had to use the Elder Scrolls stack, which is why I'm I'm not very confident with that Pokemon Tencent thing, because I don't think they're gonna live up to what the theme is. They're just gonna make like Pokken Tournament, which is basically Tekken with a reskin. A Pokemon reskin. I think that's how it's gonna turn. It's just gonna be.
They don't make something unique from the ground up.
It won't be.
They would have been better off making it like a co-op.
That's the funny thing. You're saying, it's online and Obsidian with online. They made Sea of Thieves. Dude, the whole thing is so perfected. The whole thing is so well refined. Every aspect of it's so well refined. I can swear it's a cake made by your mom. It's everything in place. The balance is so, intricate.
No, here's the thing.
So they have experience for online gameplay,
It's not about online. It's about MMORPG. They borrowed an identity and they had to transform it into something that already exists and maybe they don't like. Right? At the moment, right now, when they were given, they're like, you know what? Do whatever you want. You know what? We like, what's its name? Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's make Pirates of the Caribbean the game. You know what? Let's make it 20,000 times better.
Funny enough, that is how Pirates of the Caribbean started. It was a ride in Disneyland. They're like, let's make a movie around it. And it was then.
And I will continue to emphasize, every game that is super good starts with a fucking dumb idea like that. Just a passing thought. Well, wouldn't it be cool if we did this? You know what? We know how to code. Let's do it. Let's try. And then they bring it to someone and, it escalates.
Are you simulating what happened when they pitched the idea of Black Mirror?
How did that come to this?
Everything good starts with a dumb idea. What if this
I mean, isn't that how it starts? Let's not go far. That's a topic on the list. Which is
my fucking webcam. Does it also look to you guys like I'm in a fucking rave?
Yes,
Why
you
do
are.
Twitter
Yes,
color?
yes, it does.
Yeah,
Yes, it does.
yes, it's having a seizure. It's
N-
fully
New
disagreeing
meta.
with
Use
you.
your phone.
I had to bring it up because I don't want to have the reputation of having LED lights. I swear I don't.
Anyways, speaking of stupid games, I have a problem with two particular games at the moment:
Which are?
Amongst Us and Fall Guys.
Among
Okay,
Oh,
Us.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
these two games. Amongst Us, the game where you're like, there are two traitors, and then they have to kill everybody on the ship as they're doing their tasks, and then when a dead body gets reported, the imposters have to negotiate their way out of them not being the traitor, and every time they have to kill everyone, basically. That game, right?
Yeah.
I have a problem with it, and of course Fall Guys, which is the game where it's like a battle royale on the ancient Japanese weird show style, where everybody walks around and with death traps all around, and they fall and stumble and all that. I have a problem with these two games, and it's not about their mechanics. It's not about whether the game is fun or not. I despise the culture around them.
The recent memes and all
them are
that.
wholesome people.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of them are wholesome people. It wasn't, a try-hard hype like Fortnite. No, it's wholesome people enjoying the,
No, it's the fact that you can just turn
It's
your
like-
game into a
it's
meme,
like the
and it
pure.
blows up.
No, it's like the pure childish joy around Among Us and Fall Guys, whatever it's called. It's the same one people had around the Switch. What's wrong with that?
I don't see any problem with it. Actually,
It's the memes. The memes took it
That's funny.
to the skies. Like
The game is literally a fad.
There is nothing,
and I
nothing
disagree
much.
with
It's
that.
a TT clone. It's a TTT.
Oh.
clone.
yeah, Trouble in Terrorist Town. It's not a new concept. It's based on, I think, werewolves or something like game in the 70s.
Yeah,
it's not a
it's
new
like-
concept.
No, it's like people made a game. There was Town of Salem when it came. It's literally
Yeah.
the same concept. There is a
It's the
murderer
same memes and all
people,
that.
and you don't know who's the murderer. You have to investigate and all
Yeah,
of that
again,
and
yeah.
ask people. And when that game was released, there was also a hype around it. People enjoy it. Dude,
Here's my problem.
here's my theory.
Okay.
Among Us and Fallout, Fall Guys,
Fall
whatever,
Guys.
Fall Guys. These games, do you know what made them popular? The COVID pandemic. People can, now we have something to do while we're sitting at home to play around with friends and have fun, party game with people. And none of them claimed they want to make a franchise.
My problem with this game is that it used to be for free. What happened?
It used to be for free. Which one?
Yeah,
no,
it's
not Fall Guys. Among Us, probably.
Among Us, it's a phone game that has been there for a long time, right?
It's been free for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
And it was free. And now they have like a ridiculous price on it on Steam. 1 KD and 100 fills. I would pay maybe 600 fills. 500, but
Like $1 instead of $3.
$3
yeah, $1 instead of 3, exactly. And
No,
like,
okay, again.
that's my problem. Our memes gonna control everything. Like,
Wait, no, Mahmoud, no.
They
They
should.
shouldn't make more games like Animal Crossing.
Why not?
We have enough of them.
No, we don't. Have you looked at the stats?
I never got the concept of
To
that
me,
game.
I get the impression you guys just hate joy.
No, okay.
No,
here's my problem.
what's joy about having a farm? And yeah, that's it.
It's
I
fun
wish
for-
I can invent a time machine and travel back in time and ask Baby Potato about Harvest Moon, and let's see if he agrees with it.
No, okay. Again, let me emphasize one thing.
It's fun for middle-aged women. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. I can't say anything.
Middle-aged women like idle games. Idle games.
Yeah,
Fun.
that's the target demographic.
Yeah.
Dude, the game is literally about you being in debt and getting out of debt by doing menial tasks, and somehow we're supposed to like it because the model is cute.
That's every person in their 40s, right?
This is a plot of Harvest Moon, by the way.
No, Harvest Moon is you coming into your own, giving your own farm, growing it into something great.
No! Every game has an objective. The first game, you have 3 years to settle your debt. In the PlayStation 2 game, you have 1 year to settle your debt, which actually made it quite short. No! Harvest Moon was never open. In fact, we always lose at the end of it. We're like, how can we do this?
I won.
You
Granted,
never
I cheated. No, granted, I cheated, but I won. I cheated because my older sisters and brothers were taught me what to do. But that's besides the point.
You mean you didn't min-max your farm?
No, it's funny enough, I was never a min-maxer as a kid. I was the exact
It's the
opposite.
potatoes, man. That's the potatoes.
Dude, to me, games like Among Us and Fall Guys, as long as the hype isn't about tryharding and it's not like weaponizing the testosterone of teenagers into like being toxic, if people are just gathering and hyping and having joy, there is nothing inherently wrong with a hype. It's only when people's, self-esteem is attached to it. If it's only, it triggers the part of your brain where you want to be liked and you want to be included. But if it's just a hype, people having joy, it's like a carnival. Let them have fun. So
again, my issue isn't with the core gameplay. My issue is with the game becoming a fad that then disappears. To me, I think that cheapens the game.
Dude, look at it. Does it look like it's designed to be a franchise? It's designed to be a party game, and people loved it. People had joy with it. People joined the developer in his party. I'm highly critical of games, but one thing I realized, not every game is meant to be a franchise, and not every game was designed to be a franchise. Sometimes you lower the judgmental bar a little bit. Context, please.
I agree with Arasan over here.
No, I just dislike maybe opening YouTube and just being spammed in my recommended.
Saying if a game requires you to do external research in order to enjoy its mechanics, then they're bad. Digimon World 1 would disagree with you.
I'm gonna go over here now.
Yeah. I don't agree with that one bit.
I'm gonna hide.
I'm sorry, but
wait,
your opinion is wrong.
Wait, Hamod. Okay. I thought, okay. Because if you said anything, I would talk about Terraria. I played that game today, and it took me ages to fucking put on a fucking door. Why? Why? It has to be on something solid. Okay, it is on something solid. No, on top of
it's missing a tutorial. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
It's pulled a Minecraft where figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, my relationship.
Minecraft, you can place a door. God damn it. Yeah.
Dude, my relationship with Digimon World 1 is like, a relationship with an abusive boyfriend. Like, punches you in the face. It's okay, he's just misunderstood. I have to fucking research things for 2 hours. It's okay, it's just the game playing hard to get,
Oh, are we talking about Pokemon?
No, Digimon.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I am guilty of loving games that require research in order to be good at. So I literally can't say anything. Like my top 5 played games: EU4, CK2, what's this called? Civilization. All games that fucking require you to have like an understanding of everything and just like min-maxing the entire thing in order to actually know what you're doing. So no, the game can be complex as long as it's interesting. Again, my issue with these games are not the mechanics. They're not the gameplay. I'm just angry that I open my phone. I'm like, I want to watch YouTube. Let's check the recommended. Amongst us. Fall Guys stream. Amongst us. I'm like, I just throw the phone. I'm like,
okay,
you know what? Fuck you.
In the game's defense, I don't get that. So, and recommendations are tailored to individuals. So maybe this is the Google algorithm figuring out that you need some joy in your life. And you need to move the thing from your ass. Maybe it's that.
You say that with no passion, right, Arasan?
Or maybe I turned the fucking
Nothing
But fuck Pokemon. On to the next point.
Yeah, sure. We can go ahead and say fuck Pokemon. What do you guys think of the Epic Games lawsuit against Apple?
It's the most amazing thing ever have happened ever.
Okay. Fancy. Want to take over?
Yeah, you don't know about
Okay,
it.
so basically, you know, as a developer, right, or any of that thing, you know, game developer or app developer or whatever, you are required to follow certain rules from Google Play Store and from Apple Store too. So one of those rules is that 30% of the money that 30% of the money that you're gonna come to you will be going to Apple, right? So what Epic's game did is that they pulled a huge fuckaroo, and basically they told the players to buy the in-game currency from the application itself, which means 100% of the profit will go to Epic Games and nothing will be going to Apple. So Apple said, no, this is not good, and you will have to pack your shit and leave this place, right? But that will be monopoly. You simply cannot kick me out if you're the only source of let's say a store. If you're the only store out there
Available
that I can put my merchandise in. So they released a lawsuit against Apple and Google, but Google kept it on the down low, and Apple was like going all ham about it. They got their feelings hurt.
And
so essentially, it's two greedy fucks fighting. No, I want to abuse children. No, I want to abuse children.
It is, yes. But what's so cool about it is that someone has to do it. The 30% cut is just too much nowadays. Yeah.
Now here's the thing. So the main reason Epic Games is so aggressive by acquiring exclusives for their Epic Games store is because they don't want to pay the $30 or the 30% to Steam, right? So they want to attract people into their store where they can get 100%. So they keep acquiring IPs in order to do that, right? If somehow Epic Games pulls this off and they lower the 30% commission to a 25% commission, so just a 5% drop, which is very reasonable for both sides, you'll see a lot of video game companies that would benefit from it because they'll get more back from their games, more from the $60 you pay or whatever amount, right? So it will benefit, lowering that price range will benefit literally everyone except the store owners, like Steam, Epic, Apple, and Google, like the hosts of the fucking place. So if Epic Games is gonna do that, fine, right? Somebody has to do it, but that would benefit all developers.
I really don't have a problem with it.
But will they?
They
Really?
are.
Do I have
think
a
they
single reason to trust them right now?
It's not about trust. That's the premise of the lawsuit. They want to lower the commission rate. There is nothing they can cheat you on when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Okay, but after they acquire all the titles, they have, they can do whatever they want.
Except they're not. They're acquiring certain IP, but they won't need to, and maybe they'll release their shit on platforms like Steam if the price range is lowered. A 25 commission rate is very reasonable. I don't think they'll manage to drop it to 20. That's a bit too much, I think.
25 would be believable.
But yeah,
But I don't
25
think they'll
is a
drop
very,
it
very
either way.
reasonable compromise.
It's just that they're getting screwed by the lawsuit itself. It's the fact that Epic ignored what what their Apple rules are and just removed the Apple microtransactions that are embedded into the app itself and put their own microtransactions. and actually denied to remove them when Apple asked them. It's just such a it's not going to help them in their lawsuit. I'm going to tell you that.
It won't, but then again, Apple can't kick them off the platform either. They can, but if
it's going to be
that would be a monopoly. No, that would be a monopoly. That means you can kick off whoever you want. Right?
And you're the only store.
And you're the only store for Apple products, which is
already a monopoly.
Considerable market. So we have to reach a compromise. My problem with you is that your prices are too high. Your problem with me is that you want me to pay you. Well, let's reach a compromise. Right? And if it becomes law and it drops down to 25% commission, that would be very, very interesting. Because, again, the developers benefit. To me, that's the most important part. That means they will either lower their prices, so that helps the consumer, or they'll get more money, and therefore they wouldn't need to hit the $70 price range, which everybody argues is going to be the future for AAA games. $70.
Or some already AAA games are already doing it. Well, aside from our lovely Cyberpunk.
So I can see the benefits of this, and I'm like, you know what? I would cheer Epic Games for this one W. Everything else, I still won't enjoy their format, but I would cheer them on just for the fact that developers will benefit. And
I still hate their company, but I'm with them on this one, as you said. Yeah.
They're trash. Yeah. They still robbed me of a couple of games I wanted to play.
The argument that Apple will use is that they made the store from scratch, and they gave some indie developers a voice and a platform to express themselves, and that's what they're gonna follow.
Yeah, I
think the more emotional route.
That won't work, because maybe one day you used to be the beacon of hope, but that doesn't mean you get to exploit us now. Right now, before a 30% commission made sense because there weren't too many people in the store. Apple needed to make money of it for it to keep running. But
now
nowadays,
it's a monopoly. Yeah.
Nowadays there's so much money flowing through these stores that is no longer a concern.
I mean, look, we're discussing this from a moral standpoint. I think we're forgetting the legal standpoint here. Like, the thing is, who is Epic Games really going against here? Literally the entirety of Silicon Valley. Do you think they can win this?
Yes.
Because this won't only hit Apple. This will hit Google. This will hit many people.
I will tell you why that's actually a point for Epic, not against it. Because the US law system, the EU, they want to undermine Silicon Valley as much as possible. They've been trying for like a decade now. This is a perfect time to slap them about. In fact, I would like to think that Epic Games in this case represents the idea of the American company trying to break free from a monopoly. We're looking at old school big oil. So I can see the law system sympathizing with Epic Games instead of the big tech giants of Google and Apple. They've already slapped YouTube about. They're looking for any way to slap. They slap Facebook. They just want to remove as much power as they can from these huge companies. Even Amazon, it got recently. Every time a worker complaint comes out, the entire fucking world's like, "Ha ha! Amazon, let's reduce your stocks by 10%."
Like that joke. Like that joke. Why did Jeff Bezos divorce his wife? Because he realized it's a union.
Oh, it's fucking. That's good. That's good. Imagine a union of Amazon workers just going on a coordinated strike. The entire world was shut down. I think that's more impactful than the trade tariffs in China.
It's like they basically exchanged all the workers with drones. Everything is automated right now.
Yes, but there's still a lot of staff that.
Yeah, but that's an excuse. Amazon been doing it as an excuse for people to not be like, you're not hiring Americans.
So that's Jeff Bezos is evil. God damn. his
Jeff Bezos
Amazon
is the
workers
owner of
on
Amazon, right?
Yep, he's literally holding his employees hostage. If they ever rebel against his cruelty, they get replaced by drones. He's a genius. Oh my god!
Let me tell you the process, right? So a drone goes to a shelf, picks it up, comes to you, and you as a worker, you only have to pick up the package and put it in the box. Now, is that a useful job?
Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. Hands off Jeff Bezos. It's like next step, microchipping us. Sure, that's already been happening, hasn't it?
Microchipping.
Yep, Tesla like microchipped a fucking pig.
They've been doing it to dogs for a long time right now. If you don't want to lose your dog, you put a chip.
No, it's not a tracking chain. It's not a tracking chain or a tracking chip. No. The thing they put on the pigs is like connected to the brain and into your nervous system. And the idea of it is...
Guys, Elon Musk will finally create the halal pig.
Here's Elon Musk's argument. If we want technology not to take us over, we have to reach a symbiosis with technology. Right? And to reach a symbiosis, it starts with having your super powerful cognitive brain be a part of the internet network. Right? And his first steps is this microchipping of pigs. And his idea is, you know how people who have their who get hit on their back and their spinal cord, and now they can't move their lower body, and they're crippled forever. His idea is bypassing your spinal cord, right? Taking that chip, sending signals directly from your brain onto the signals or onto a receptor that distributes nervous signals to your lower body. So in theory, your body can move.
Okay. This requires
After that blunt, he have not been good.
Dude, it was a very solid blunt. And they started doing it on pigs, and the first thing is it going to be safe, right? And he's like, you know what? The results so far, they have 3 test pigs, and things have been fine, right? And here's where you see like Elon Musk is fucking like terrifying when it comes to his level of ambition, right? He's like the ideal goal is to have this be an accessible surgery that's very affordable and very quick. He wants this surgery to happen in like a 20-minute time. So you go and you get chipped in 20 minutes, you're done, right? Right? And I'm hearing him talk, and I'm like, are you fucking crazy? But then again, that's the same person who sat down randomly when he wanted to go to Mars, right? Randomly did the math. When here's the story. Okay, I have to give you guys some background. So, he went to Russia to take some of their space program missiles to use for his Mars program. Yeah. They gave him an absurd price. So on the plane ticket bag, what he did was he pulled out an Excel sheet and he started punching in the numbers, and then he showed them the numbers of how much a rocket to the moon would cost, right? And he's like, "Look, it's very affordable. Actually, we can make this, right?" And everybody looked at him like he was fucking insane. Now, not only is he sending rockets to space, he's putting them back, right, like this. Not only is he sending them. He's now, his company SpaceX is being like they're being commissioned by NASA to do some of their shit for them, right? We'll pay you and we use your rockets because they can come back. You can keep using them. He's fucking crazy, but 5 years later the thing fucking works. So will we reach brain symbiosis in 10 years, guys?
Like Elon Musk, please listen to the people. Nobody asked you for a microchip. The people's demand was clear. Categories. Please.
What?
For months, people are saying Elon Musk will finally develop cat girls, and he ends up with a microchip on his face.
It's one step, man. One step. Next step, it's gotta be monster girls all over again.
I think he needs a stronger blunt for that one. I think one puff is enough.
Oh yeah, no. He needs acid or mushrooms or something like
something potent, designed, the entire ritual. He has to go to a Native American retreat. They have to give him the elixir of like weed, LSD, and shrooms mixed together, and you have to smoke it through the ayahuasca pipe, right? And
no, it's the bush of evolution. That's what he needs.
He has to meet the 17 goddesses of creation, right? And he has to look at them and converse with them, and then he comes back even more awkward than usual.
He goes to the 17 goddesses of creation. He tells them he wants cat girls, and they say, no, this is impossible. And then he opens an Excel sheet and
starts the number. Dude, I will continuously claim this to the ends of the universe. Some people say money runs the world. The money makes the world go round. Some people say love makes the world go round. Some people say tyranny makes the world go round. It depends on where you are. China, US. It depends, right? But what I will tell you, Excel rules the world. Whoever has the Excel rules the world.
Oh man, are you joking? Like the fucking stock market will crash if Excel is not a thing. Dude, punching numbers? No, that's impossible. Excel.
Dude, the entirety of the entire planet will grind to a halt if Bill Gates wakes up on the wrong side of the bed and finds out that his lizard girlfriend left him and went off planet.
What the fuck happened?
They cut him.
Okay, the lizard girlfriend is taking over.
They silenced him. Wait. The stream is still running, so yeah.
So welcome to the sea salt grinder. The only best.
Wait, if he comes back, who can let him in? Because
who's the host? Yeah. Welcome back.
Oh shit! Now a lizard will pop up.
Camera is still loading. What is this? They're trying to censor him, I swear.
The lizard got him, indeed.
Guys, we would like to apologize. Bill Gates does not have a lizard girlfriend. She is very human, and she eats flies like the rest of us. It's a perfectly normal human thing.
I've heard
we still can't hear you, Trillian.
Is that true?
Am I back? Do I exist? Hello?
Wait. Let me listen to you. Oh, you're back, finally.
I exist? Okay.
Why did you die?
I apologize. Okay, Bill Gates. I'm sorry. I know I got too close. Okay? I got too close. Do not Alex Jones me. Please do not Alex Jones me. I don't have enough of a following to make money off this yet. Okay? You won't turn the frogs gay, okay? You're a good man. You're a philanthropist, right?
So tell me, Trillian, quote unquote, what do you think of nowadays economy?
Booming. It is the best it has ever been. Nothing can go wrong.
No, I don't know if Bill Gates got you or China.
No, dude. Whenever somebody says, "Oh, economy is gonna go down," I look at the 7.5 billion Bethesda purchase, and I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Somebody just literally threw. Dude, you have to understand. Star Wars, right, got bought for $1 billion. Bethesda got bought for like seven times that. 7 times that.
It's because of the potential of the IPs themselves.
I have a theory. The purchase was an accident. Zenimax, came into the Microsoft headquarters. They were negotiating about a new deal or something like that. And then suddenly Bill Gates, because it's too cold, sneezed on them. They're like, did you just wire us money enough to buy the entire company?
Sorry, a little bit of my net worth just slipped. I'm sorry, you know.
Is Microsoft literally worth 1 trillion now?
Dude,
this is what I call trickle down economics.
I will continue to emphasize. People are scared of Google. No, be scared of your Excel shutting down tomorrow, because if it does, you're done. Donezo, no more. Everything crumbles like. It shivers my timbers, as somebody would say.
Dude, the fucking US military. Like, Windows XP is discontinued, except in the US military, because updating the system will basically put them at jeopardy. So literally the entirety of the US military is just hanging on the thread of a special, not discontinued version of Windows XP that Microsoft supplies.
Yeah, they used to use 98 and 95 before, but I think they switched to XP.
I think it's either XP or 95, something like that.
98 maybe.
Imagine holding the strongest military in the world by the balls like that. So, of course, China's powerful. China's all powerful.
The plan is just to make sure that the United States does not get the next update or the next patch of their system. And you win. That's it. GG. You got them.
Dude, you want to defeat the US, you don't get the nuclear codes, you don't get anything. Just go into the system and click update Windows now.
That's it. Dude, you want to destroy the US military without firing a single shot? Upgrade them from Windows XP to Windows Vista.
Instead of bombing,
give them Max.
Instead of bombing the terrorists, you would bomb 9/11 again, the towers. Windows Vista.
We started a raid on the White Office and the White House. We don't know why.
We launched the missiles 3 days ago. They haven't reached yet. Huh?
Dude, if the US military used Max, all of Hillary's emails would have been on iTunes now. Whistleblowers will be obsolete. They will lose their jobs. They no longer can whistle anymore. It's done. Everybody gets access to everything. Now again, Microsoft, they just purchase. Dude, having the purchase power to buy Bethesda just like that. Just again, nobody cares about Zenimax, right? Someone is saying Hamod sounds halal drunk right now.
Glasses on and misogyny armed? Whoa, that's not me.
Yep, it's gamer time.
No,
okay.
Guys, how long will it take for Microsoft to purchase Sony?
Oh no!
Please no!
That cannot happen. Sony is doing so well.
Sony is Japanese.
Yeah, they have that Japanese pride.
Actually, I want to tell you guys one thing that's hilarious. So Microsoft bought Zenimax, right? And the entirety of the Sony fangirls started bitching, telling fucking Sony to buy Konami or Capcom, right? So they can compete with Microsoft, and I'm like, what? Why? And it's basically like it's like, okay, Microsoft have the advantage now. We have to respond, you know. And I'm like, who's handling business like it's a fucking cloud game? We need to stay on the cloud.
And your idea of firing back at Microsoft is buying Capcom. You know?
Yeah, that's very smart, actually.
It's like instead of shooting a steroid into your system, you shoot COVID.
Have you ever heard of Japanese companies buying each other? To be honest, I haven't. Probably, to be honest, they have their weird rules and everything.
Hassan, you said, why does it always feel like there's nothing to talk about despite how eventful 2020 was? Because the events are repetitive. They're the same. So it's basically like it's like a weather forecast at this point.
It's like if we want to come live and just commentate over all the apocalyptic events happening, might as well just make a Bible reading, Let's open the Revelation today.
No, do weather forecast, right? You just today there's gonna be a shitstorm again. Thank you. Let's talk about how colorful the shitstorm is gonna be today. That's why it feels there's nothing to talk about. But there is plenty to talk about if you know where to look. And when it comes to the reason, here's the funny part: why Sony to buy Konami? Right? That's the question. What does Konami have? You know what they say? They say so they can revive Metal Gear now that Kojima's gone.
Okay, they just made it fucking worse.
Guys,
Sony,
anger. Guys.
Isn't Kojima broke right now with his new studio?
Microsoft has just won the console wars.
Dude, I love it. I've been saying it for a while, which is that Xbox gave up on last gen, and they're just waiting for it to end, and they're holding all their IPs for the next release. And lo and behold, we get close to the next generation, and bada boom, like Microsoft.
They just played their first card, and we all know that the Xbox has two versions, and one of the versions is extremely affordable, which is $300. Can anybody tell me the difference between the two versions?
No idea. I have not been keeping up with.
Which one? Wait, which one? The Sony one or the Microsoft?
Xbox. Fuck the Sony, digital and non-digital.
I'm not familiar. I think it's just one is cheaper with less specs. If you just want to have an affordable console, and the other is like the
4K, 60 FPS. Yeah.
Yep, the 4K monster.
But I love. This is how they should have done it.
Dude, the fact that Xbox allows me, as a person who doesn't have an Xbox, to play their games on Windows Store, that's enough for me to appreciate them.
But they're all following the same thing. Even Sony is doing that. Sony have surrendered.
Dude, it's like this post.
Oh, they surrendered too.
So
Okay.
Sony be like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Xbox be like Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, the X and the box, 2X2 box, Xbox Tokyo Drift, the fate of the Xbox.
When will we get the prequel?
Oh, Shinji. So one exactly the same as PlayStation. One uses a DVD and one doesn't have a DVD drive. All right.
Ugh, that's disgusting.
It's disgusting, yeah, but what can you do?
Don't they like?
But you have Game Pass. At least Xbox has Game Pass.
Basically, factories nowadays just handing in DVD drives left and right. Nobody uses that shit.
Look at all of us being smug, almost trying to forget that the 3D, the 2DS was a thing.
Oh, the flat one?
No, it's a 3D. It's a 3DS without the 3D, which is the only selling point of the 3DS, for like $30 less.
Do you know how much that sold?
Because it was very cheap. No, it was cheaper.
It's not just about it being $60 cheaper.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know how much? It sold from the demographic of people who already have a 3DS?
No. That's not who you're targeting. No, that's not who you're targeting. The 2DS. The point of it is for it to be not just to be cheaper. It's the main concern of the DS in general was the fact that kids would just kind of snap it, or they would mishandle it, and then the hinge system they have would break. The 2DS removed that and made it like a big thing, so the kids can't break it. That was
they made it also more durable. Yeah.
Why does the 2DS XL have the hinge system?
No, I don't know.
Dude, it's a sad reality, but it's true. People get away with dumb shit.
2DS XL. I never knew that existed.
It does exist, yeah.
I am so confused right now. My entire worldview just crumbled in front of my eyes. My entire business sense. Oh my god. Okay, is it more durable? Like, okay, 3DS XL. I have to resign. 3DS XL. I'm gonna take. I have to. I have to compare
You
the
have
hinges.
to also differentiate between the new and the old 3DS. God
And
damn
the
it.
new 2DS, by the way.
And version
Holy
Nintendo
shit,
really
they
fucked up
milked.
the 3DS.
No, what are you talking about? They milked that fucking generation. And
Yeah,
people bought it
yes,
like
but the
hotcakes.
versions and how they did separated the markets between the 3DS and the new 3DS. It's just, I know they got lots of they banked on it, but it was the number
my
of
God.
versions and how confusing it was. I think it was a bit of failure on that
the
part.
hinge looks shittier. It looks less durable, and the camera is built in it. So
And when
my
they
God.
released the new 3DS, they released the new 2DS XL. Like they doubled up. Dude, this period, the 3DS and the Wii U is basically those awkward teenage years of Nintendo where they had acne. We don't talk about that, you know. Burn all the pictures.
It now makes perfect sense why they didn't release a new version of the Switch yet.
The Switch, yeah.
But they are gonna.
Not a real version. They haven't released a real new one.
They just a more powerful version
More-
with more
no-
battery life. It just
No, it's more optimized. Let's say not
more
powerful.
optimized. It's just like it's the same fucking device, same specs, same everything, just like better.
Exactly, but
Right?
better battery basically.
I'm stunned because like now it makes sense, right? Now because they literally tried everything. Here's how I know I love Nintendo because they're like the kid that tried everything.
So
And
you
now
don't
they
have
know
to.
it works. Yeah, they know what works at this point. And I just on the side, it's like you see Sony just looking there, tinkering with their device. As Nintendo fails 3 times and still makes positive, because they have the games for it, because they make the games. Oh my god, dude, that has to be the greatest slap in the face. Nintendo makes their own games, right? And then Sony's like looking jealously. It's like, we have God of War. We have God of War, god damn it. Why aren't we making as much money?
We have Bayonetta.
They announced a new God of War, and I'm like, why? Why is that thing? Why? I'm like,
they're gonna be done with the Norse mythology. Then it's like the one next to it, the God of War and Jesus.
when they finished with Norse mythology, they moved to Egyptian mythology, and Kratos, instead of saying boy, he'll say yela.
Oh, I can imagine the accents. Oh my god. It's like when you're playing Civilization and they put like, what's his name? That's just the stupidest thing ever. What's his name? Like the ancient, the king in the pharaoh of Egypt. Yeah, Ramses II. And you expect him to like speak in like hieroglyph or whatever the fuck they call it, right? And instead he speaks like Arabic with an Egyptian accent. And like, Busli Ebni. And I'm like, what? That is not Ramses II. No! You can't do this! You might have as well have put like literally like Sumerian. Nobody would have fucking noticed.
That was so hilarious, man.
Dude, imagine, dude, it's funny when you imagine the Bible in that, Moses comes with the plague of frogs, and then Ramses is like, "Ya ibn al-lazina."
I still can't get over that. First time I heard it, playing Civilization. The first Civilization I saw was like Washington, America. Oh, it's like, bully, son, what are you up to? And then you get to Victoria. It's like, or Elizabeth, I forget would you be interested in a trade agreement with England? And then you get Napoleon, right? And then Bussi Ebni, and I'm like, what? That is not the majestic Egyptian pharaoh I was expecting.
Dude, imagine God of War, but in Egyptian. أنا توت الحرب.
They would censor it. They would change.
I remember, I think it was Tomb Raider or something, where they actually had an Egyptian accent in the game. I don't remember which game it was, but it was a AAA game.
It's the only Egyptian mythology game where the chief of the gods would be Sisi.
Oh, of course he would. Just sitting there in his majestic Mona Lisa picture. Oh, that was so fucking good. The Mona Lisa. Yes. Oh yes, that was something, man. That was something to behold. Now, I bet Leonardo Da Vinci looked at that and was like, the wasted potential. If only we're alive in my time. Actually, mentioning Leonardo da Vinci, random story, but I'm a history fangirl, so I have to mention it. Leonardo da Vinci was known for his engineering ingenuity as well as his artistic talent, right? So the Ottoman Sultan, Bayezid II, commissioned him to build a bridge, right? And so Leonardo went and did his work, right, and sent him the blueprints of basically a hanging bridge, which are like cables that would lift the bridge by its own weight. It's very, very, very complicated design. As a civil engineer, even I don't have the knowledge to appreciate it, the level of complexity these systems are under, right? Bridges are an entire fucking PhD, right? So the Ottoman Sultan was like, no way this is gonna work. Fuck you, and decided not to go with Leonardo da Vinci, right? So what NASA did is an exact replica to scale to what Leonardo da Vinci did, and it works flawlessly. And I'm like, Leonardo, you're already OP. Even from the grave, you torment us. Stop it. What the hell's wrong with you?
Dude, if Leonardo da Vinci was alive today, he'll be on Joe Rogan. Listen to me. We put chips in pigs.
I think Elon Musk would be the engineering part of the Da Vinci of our time.
Nah.
No, not really. Musk is good at telling people what to do, and then giving them the hope to continue on doing that. The support. But the hard work is on the poor faceless people that actually do all the maths.
Yeah, exactly. But you need a face for everything, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm not against it.
He might be not the smartest guy out there, but he definitely brought those people. He brought the following. He made it a religion.
He's certainly smart enough to know when something will work and when it won't, and persistent enough that when it fails, he still keeps the hope. He's willing to strive for it, and that gives him. That alone is a skill on its own. That's what defines a CEO. That's why when he smoked the blunt and people told him you can't be CEO anymore, he's like, no, I'm not giving it to someone else. Fuck you. You ruin it.
You're not even a cat girl.
Yeah, dude. You think that's gonna be his crowning achievement? He's 90. He's already immortal. Programmed into the fucking system. He's like, next project for the next 100 years. Cat girls. It just kind of sits there, and you can see all him and his entire engineering crew, all of them chipped in with 17,000 servers.
Dude, honestly, looking at the big picture of Elon Musk, he seems counterproductive. So he starts with self-driving cars, and then he says symbiosis. We'll end up driving the cars anyway, just through the system.
Well, fuck.
Okay, that's a contradiction.
Okay. He started. Fuck. Okay.
Dude, the best thing about self-driving cars, So someone explained why it's a horrible idea.
Right.
At some point a grandma would be in the car, and she'll die, and the car will keep driving, and the kids are like, "Yay, grandma's home!" And the car will pull up, and she's dead in it.
I regret to tell you that Hamod's 5G has decided to not be 5G anymore, and he would like to thank all the commenters for showing up and for giving him attention. He really needed that.
You're welcome, Hamod.
Yes. You're very welcome. We'll make sure you have a format to express yourself anytime. Funny enough, there was a topic that was Hamod specific that he suggested to me. I guess I'll run it by you guys. The Pokemon Company released a tweet.
Okay.
Saying Polygon did nothing wrong.
Oh, he did.
Right. And people started attacking the Pokemon Company's Twitter, saying they're making Holocaust jokes. And they had to take down the tweet. See, this is why we can't have nice things.
No, good. That's good, actually. That's good.
Wait. No. Put your grudge aside.
Pokemon. I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't.
But it's so dumb. He did nothing wrong. And it's all because some guy made a fucking Mountain Dew fucking suggestion called Hitler did nothing wrong. And suddenly, for some reason, that format is locked about Holocaust for some reason. That's it. Something did nothing wrong is now a Holocaust-specific joke. We can't have nice things.
That's what I call karma. Trillion. Yeah. You don't listen to the right people, right? You produce games with lackluster stories.
In all fairness, the people who are in charge of the Twitter and making all the memes, and I follow the Pokemon account just for the memes. They keep posting memes. It's different than the people who develop the games. So it's not Pokemon that got shat on. It's one guy making a joke that's handling the Pokemon account.
Oh, no. The Pokemon brand has been tarnished. # cancel Pokemon.
Oh, cancel Pokemon, but not for that reason. If anything, the only part that offends me is that is what took for them to say cancel Pokemon.
You know what? I'm leaning more towards your side now. Like you guys' side now. I don't like it, okay? I'm trying to find a way around this.
But I definitely agree with Arasan.
It's like they make a Hitler joke. It's like they made a Hitler joke. Have they played Sword and Shield? Hop is literally Hitler.
Okay, you have to present your case, please.
Yeah, you never played Sword and Shield, and you didn't watch my stream playing it. I did. Hop is the embodiment of everything wrong with a sidecar. Like, dude, I've played Japanese games. I know NPCs that talk a lot. I've seen NPCs talk a lot. And here they are. And here it's all.
Like he really defined the overexcitable NPC.
Dude, it's like I'm not commentating on the game. I'm commentating on Hop, who's commentating the game. He commentates everything.
You took a left step. Oh, you seem to have gotten your Pokeball out.
I'm gonna be a champion, by the way. My brother. You took a left step. I'm gonna be a champion. Dude, Hop.
See, every time I get like a thought crosses my mind. Maybe I should go easy.
No, I'm not done. Joke's on you. Dude, people who compliment Sword and Shield. It's like Katy Perry. You can add toys to your music, but any person with 2 brain cells looking at the product will know that she just added toys but it's clear she doesn't understand how music works. That's Pokemon. Oh, they added an open area. There are things in the game, little things, that tells you they don't know how to fucking design a game. They do not know how to design a game, seriously.
No, I love that.
Do you think it takes a genius to make an open field where Pokemon roam? This isn't genius. So, no, they're not good. The game isn't good. Nothing about them is good. They're horrible.
No, my favorite one is making a comparison between the fields in like the Pokemon game, a AAA game with like thousands of dollars of millions of dollars of support.
Millions, yes.
Yeah, and like an indie studio, right? Who just like worked hard on their game, and you see like almost realistic fucking graphics, even though like just beautiful, well designed fields that you want to roam, and then you see the most blandest blank field from like 10 years ago because you literally couldn't have the storage capacity on the disc to have better graphics, and that's what the Pokemon game has. The newest one.
I tell you why, because they released the new Pokemon game, right? Then they go out, party, drink, whore, do everything. Then oh shit, we're up to for the next Pokemon game in 3 weeks. So they go back to the studio, make the game, and the cycle just keeps repeating.
No, I'll do you one better. Nobody works at Game Freak, okay? Except one guy. Right? You know the class project where there's one guy who's like a tryhard?
Yeah.
Right? And so when it's like 1 week left, they come up and that guy tells them what to do, right? Because he has been carrying this whole studio for the past fucking 17 months, right? So he's like, okay, here's what you guys need to do. Just click 7 buttons, okay, for the next week, and just send the code to the fucking internet. Okay. Okay, guys, party, let's go.
Are we selling merch yet?
Even they don't even do the merch, right? They just like freelance it. Like you do merch and you do merch. You can just sell stuff. Give us our commission, $50,000 a whack. Every 3 seconds we make 50,000. Fucking weird. No, dude, it's the most overrated brand in existence. The Pokemon brand.
Oh yeah, which is unfortunate.
It could have been something, and we continually like come back to this point.
It used to be something. It used to be something.
It never was, actually.
It used to be.
Dude, when the excuse was the technology, I was fine with it. But they no longer have the excuse.
And when I said that's not an excuse, nobody believed me. Dude, it's very simple. I'm not a genius. I'm not some, gaming guru. But it's very simple. If you say that the excuse is the technology, let's look at how they're handling the technology they currently have. It's like, if only we had this technology. Well, this technology is screwing over. So, it's like an artist was saying, if only I had, a Wacom board so I can, draw digitally. I see how you handle paper. You're drawing stick figures.
I mean, pretty much, right? You know what? Digimon is going to release their new game and it's going to shit all over Pokemon, and I'm going to be a happy man. I've already played. Dude, I've played Cyber Sleuth, and just by playing Cyber Sleuth, I can tell they can do what Pokemon could never have done, and I'm just happy about that. Fuck the Pokemon main game.
Digimon is their own world. They
literally
they operate on a different wavelength. You don't know if they're making money or not. You don't know if they're competing with the market or not. They just release shit, and it defines generations. And then it's just them. It's like
they're doing
Digimon.
It right.
Digimon is ironically like the digital world.
Well, yeah.
Always have been there. is everywhere and will continue long after this world is done, and you don't see it, you don't notice it, and it just runs the show. You know.
And the main part I love about them is that they don't give a rat's fucking ass. 10 years they barely release like one game, and then suddenly they release 2 games, and they're the best shit ever. And then they kind of like log out for like 5 more years, and then do you guys feel like doing another game? Yeah, let's do it. And they do it. You know, and they will continue to exist. You know, if the Pokemon brand is like on like an endless rise, and one day it will flop, Digimon is the exact opposite. It's always gonna be there because they're used to it. You know, we rise, we drop. Who cares? You know, we need some money. We make a brilliant game. Everybody buys it, and we'll have enough funding for an actual way better game. You know, it's very simple. You know, it's a formula. I mean. They remind me of like CD Projekt Red in that way, where it's like, you know, like we make a game, it makes money, and then we use that money to make an even better game, and then
no, they're not like CD Projekt Red. CD Projekt Red is like Elon Musk. They're like Da Vinci.
Right.
I'm here in the Ottoman Empire, so guys want a village. Okay, take this. I'll go die in my hole, and then someone else will figure out my genius. It's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's just, you know, I'm just gonna sit here and work on the same painting for 20 years. I mean, who cares? You know, it's not like I have anything better to do. You know, I call it like casual genius. When you're just too much of a genius that you're basically like just fucking casual. It's fucking brilliant. There's one more thing I want to discuss, which is something that's been going on in my head, which is the new take on superheroes that's been like invading the fucking superhero scene lately, with shows like The Boys, The Umbrella Academy, even like originating from like the Netflix cinematic universe for Marvel, you know, with Daredevil and Luke Cage and all these guys, right? And the thing that can I make a comparison, right? What's the difference, and why is this version more appealing than the other version, to me at least? And I find that things like The Boys and these things are taking the magnificent, the excellent, the otherworldliness of superheroes, and they're bringing them down here to us to see how that would look like. While in most old superhero shows, what they do is they take our world and kind of like rip it and try and make it excellent, right? And I think that's the primary like differentiation between like the way like classical Marvel and DC does it versus how the newer iterations do it. And I find the distinction relevant because the relatability of the characters in the Umbrella Academy and the unrelatability of the superheroes in The Boys, both are two aspects of the same thing. That is fascinating to explore, which is, of course, the human brain and how would it react to extreme situations. But that can't be just it. So I'm curious to hear your guys' take on that.
I think people are just still mourning over the death of Tony Stark.
No. It's
what?
It's the human making everything human-like. You know, it's like they got real problems, they're stuck with it, and they're dealing with it. Unlike in DC and Marvel, right? Like if you see if the two main characters in DC and Marvel fight, it's like, oh, they're best friends. How could they? Right? And it's gonna be all about. The movie's gonna be all about that, right? Or the TV series or whatever. But what I've seen is like from show like The Boys and Umbrella Academy, it's like they're fighting between each other, and we're like, yeah, fine. What is it about, right? It's like you sitting with a person who actually have a problem, and you trying to figure things out at your own pace.
Yeah, whenever like I can see it, because whenever you're discussing Marvel's like who would win the fight, Deadpool or Wolverine, you know, and two people fight. It's like Wolverine has claws and he's made of xanthagentium, and that makes him very strong, right? And the other guy's like, no, Deadpool has regeneration, but yeah, when Wolverine puts it in his head and he keeps it there, he's auto to dead.
Actually, both of them have regeneration. That's literally the thing about them. But go on.
I don't know things, man.
Dude,
but
that's
because he
literally
cannot
the most
die.
classical meme. That Deadpool and Wolverine cannot be circumcised because after they get circumcised, the foreskin would grow back.
Really? That's what people chose to focus on.
Yep.
It's
It's the memes, man. You don't understand. Arasan, I say we form our own podcast where we can comfortably say all the memes that we want.
the trillion grinder.
The trillion grinder.
You know what? It's the internet. I can't complain. You know.
But yeah, honestly, about these shows, I agree with everything you guys say. Of course, anything more, that's how Game of Thrones got popular. The realism of it and all of that.
Yep.
But I don't think it's specifically a surge of people wanting to see that in superheroes. I think it happened. I don't think there's a trend about superheroes like that. Just 2 shows happened like that, and around the same time. And
but again, I emphasized that happened in the Netflix cinematic universe. Like when that stuff got canceled, the entirety of Netflix sat down and grieved for such a brilliant exploration of superheroes in a more human, a more down to earth context. Like everybody who had any artistic decency grieved over the end of that series or that universe.
dude, I think it happened because Disney bought Marvel, and it is a law of nature that every time Disney creates or gains something, a dark counterpart of it gets created. How do you explain Pixar?
Pixar is basically the better Disney, right? Like,
No, dude, what's called the gaming wildlife, if this company was 100% honest with us, they did one if Pixar was 100% honest with us. And basically the whole premise is we only exist to spite Disney. They make this show about this, we make that. And finally, the ultimate product we made was Shrek, which is to make fun of the entire trope of Disney as a whole.
oh yeah, with the princesses and all that stuff, keeping him ugly, and actually the bitch turns ugly to get on with him and all that jazz. Yeah. And Prince Charming being a jackass, a French jackass, if I remember correctly.
Short French jackass.
Yes, a short French jackass. I love Shrek. Shrek was a great show.
Oh,
great
Shrek was
movie.
a good movie, yeah.
Pixar also did the what do you call them? The 4 people, like family of like superheroes.
Oh, The Incredibles.
Yeah, The Incredibles. They did that, right? And that shit was fucking amazing. I don't know what else they did, because I always find trouble like differentiating between the
I don't blame
animation companies. Yeah.
all in the same trap.
All I know is that Mulan flopped, and I love that. That's all I know. It warms my heart, right? That Mulan flopped, especially in China. Just beautiful. So, there's justice in the world,
You know what happened with Mulan? Why Disney's under fire? Because of Mulan? You know it?
I just know it flopped. I don't know what happened.
Well, beside the reasons that it flopped and how they butchered the movie, but one thing that Disney got under fire for is that, they cancel this guy, they cancel that guy for making a joke, and they literally sent a thank you email, a thank you message to the Chinese government because they allowed them to film in the same district where, like, a few miles from them, the concentration camps for the Muslim Chinese.
Oh, near the Uyghurs. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh my god. Oh, that's fucking delicious. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. I know there's one thing about Mulan that made me laugh, which is that they have like posters for different parts of the world, to promote the movie. And in all of them, they have a black guy there for some reason, except in the Chinese one. It was either Mulan or Star Wars. I do not remember, but it was.
I think it was Star.
I think it was Star Wars. Yeah.
Star Wars. That's a shame. Okay, I made the wrong connection there, but it's still fucking hilarious.
You're on the right track.
Imagine a country being so fucking racist. You have to alter the poster of your movie to hide the fact that you have a black guy in there.
They probably made him purple or tiger-like or something. They reskinned him for the Chinese market.
And I love it because fucking like you see the US right now, everybody's like, black lives, and I'm like, look at China. Black lives don't matter there, dude. You have to go there. You go protest over there. It brings
jokes
joy
on
to
you.
my heart.
No life matters.
Black social scores matter.
Black social credit score. They should get a plus 100 to their social credit score.
Is that what they mean? Is that what they mean by reparations? Give every black person 100 points.
If you're native, you get plus like 500. If you're transgender, you get plus 50 because there are too many at the moment, and everybody can claim it. So it's just a cheap plus 50.
So social credit is stored in the balls.
If you are a single mother, you get a plus 1,000 because of your sacrifice.
Oh no, and then it would be the opposite.
And if you are the dad, that's minus 5,000. No trucks for you, no hotels, no getting out of the country. You know what? You're stuck in Alabama. Good luck with your cousins.
White.
I could definitely see that happening. Oh god damn it.
So
Netflix
is the
canceled.
states? Wait.
Yeah?
Is the
Go ahead.
states finally breaking down?
No, not yet. No, looking at the rallies, it's going to be the opposite. Trump is going to win it, and now that he has the 4 years guaranteed, he's going to be like. No, he's purging the children curriculum that has woke agenda in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the balls on that guy, he just hits everyone. It's like this is ruining people. Cancel. Executive order. Pow. Executive order there. Executive order there. He just what did he do? He just threatened. There's like maybe if Biden wins the election, maybe I'll put an executive order to make him not be able to become president. Oh, and I'm like, whoa, you can't pass that off as a casual joke. You can't say that shit. But he can, and he will, and it will get him points because everybody in the media will be like, Trump, and it's 2016 all over again.
Oh, by the way, have you guys know the channel China Uncensored, right?
Of course, love watching it.
3 weeks ago, they released a video. It's called "Hong Kong's Rich Corrupt Elite Are Screwed."
I have it on my watch later. I didn't click it yet. Yeah. What did it say?
Basically, because of how China fired back at the Hong Kong protesters, something they did, breach something. The American government put a sanction on 12 officials. 6 of them are from Hong Kong and 6 of them are from the mainland China, which basically facilitate the violence against the protesters. And these sanctions are for these people, but any person who deals with them. And basically all the Chinese banks are scared shitless because they deal with them. And they could easily, and not only that, but the Chinese currency is actually attached to the dollar, spec to the dollar. So they're concerned because it's illegal in China to actually enforce foreign sanctions. So they can't remove the accounts of these people. But so it's like they're stuck between China and the USA.
Rock and a hard place, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, it's very easy.
Beautiful.
It's easy. Just migrate to the US, become a US citizen, take all your wealth there. Fuck you, China. Very, very simple. End of the free.
Yeah,
End of the free.
At the end of the day, it is, kicking China in the balls.
Actually, that's one thing I love about the Hong Kongers. So when they knew that the Chinese were going to take over, and the agreement between the UK and the Chinese were going to take effect, a lot of the Hong Kongers traveled outside to establish their businesses and make like Chinatowns all over the place, right? And their idea is they generate wealth from other places so they can support their families in Hong Kong should anything happen. And if things get better, they will come back more wealthy. And if it doesn't, their families have a place to run away to if shit goes south. That's one thing I have to respect about the Hong Kongers, and of course the British, because they facilitated that. They thought that far ahead. They knew the Chinese Communist Party's trash, so they just kind of hard carried it. They went to hard carry themselves. As the libertarian enemy is proud. Oh man. I think that's a good time to wrap it up. I think we've covered a good amount of stuff. Anything you guys want to cover before we leave this? Yeah.
Buy Sea of Thieves.
It's a brilliant game. It's a pirate life for us. What about you, Fancy?
Yes, Sea of Thieves. Great game. Very, very, very good. Very nice.
Okay, guys. To all the viewers. Okay, so there is this summer event, so I need people to grind with me. Okay, it's very fun. I need to grind the merchandise. So buy the game and help me out.
Buy the game and help me out. I need 3 people. So when one guy needs to go, the other guy jumps back in. We will create a train. I've actually made a specified app so you guys have the pending system on it.
Opens the Excel sheet.
With that said, guys, thank you all for showing up. A solid 5 to 7 viewers throughout. That's fucking lovely. Thank you all for showing up, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.